First off, how you feeling after the ankle?
I feel great. I feel like I was close to 100% as possible. But it felt good getting a chance to get back out there and do what I do.
They announced that you tweaked it again. Did you injure it again tonight? And it looked like you were walking down the hallway just now. So.
Yeah, I'll be fine. The trainers look more into it, but just got rolled up a little bit. But I'll be okay.
To get that first action, how did it feel?
It felt great, man. But I think of it as just football. If I'm prepared, I feel like that there won't be any nerves or just doing things that I do in practice and translating it to the game.
What goals have Schottenheimer and the coaching staff given you, and then how well do you think you've done to achieve those goals?
Man, really, they haven't gave me any goals, man. Just doing what I do. Just doing whatever I can to best help this team win or help this team be successful, and just making sure I'm doing the little things to help me be the player that I want to be.
You had a couple.
You had that touchdown run as a speed guy, being able to kind of run over a guy at the goal line. How cool was that?
It was very cool, man. Like I said, I'm just not a runner that can run a ball outside. I can also run between the tackles. I could break tackles, run through contact and things like that. So, that just showed, that I'm not just that scat back or speed back, that I can, also run a ball, in tight spaces.
Jaydon, now that you've been in camp, you kind of see different parts of this offense, Dak Prescott, CD, and everybody. Where do you think you can fit into this offense, and what do you think are different possibilities for you as far as excelling?
Yeah, man, first thing is we have a lot of great guys on this offense. Like you said, CD, GP, and everything. But, for me, it's just, like I said, man, starting off with the run game, just making sure, that I'm running the ball efficient, to try to help us, in a passing game. And then, just, executing the plays, the passing plays that, Coach Shotty calls for me, and just, continue to build on that and, keep gaining his trust.
Is your goal to be the guy, down back,
for me, I just, as a rookie, I just wanted to come in and, just, do whatever, to help the team. Whether that's, like you said, me being a guy, whether that's me being just a third down guy or, a 3-down back. So whatever, it takes, to help the team, get to that championship.
That first big run from the 15, one cut right up the middle to the 2. How did that feel, and what was that moment like for you in just finally getting a chance to perform in an NFL game and feel like, hey, all right, I just made a play?
Yeah, that felt good, man. We had a counter play on, and I seen the back of the top, and I seen the cut back there, and, I just, gave a little burst, and, I tried to, split the safeties or whatever, but, that was the first, real run that I had, against another team. So, it felt good to be able to get back out there.
You do anything with the touchdown ball?
No, I gave it to the equipment people. I forgot. I need to get that.
Any plans for it?
Nah. Probably just give it to my mom. That's probably what I do with that. I have enough footballs as it is, but I'll probably get that one to my mom since it was my first NFL touchdown.
A lot of people kind of profile you as the speed guy, kind of the juice. Showed a little bit of power on pass pro, and then obviously finishing through contact. How did that feel to kind of show another side of your running back skill set?
Man, it felt good because I always believed that I wasn't just that speed back. I always thought that I can do plenty of things, whether that's catching the ball in the backfield, running between the tackles, and I know this is the NFL. In order to be that running back that you want to be, you have to be able to do it all inside and off the tackle. So it felt good, being able to showcase that.
There's going to be some big decisions made next week, not only about cuts, but also depth chart placement. Why should they bet on you?
Just the versatility I bring, man. I could do multiple things, whether it's special teams, running the ball out of the backfield, catching passes, and, just being having that explosiveness that, can break at any moment.
Hey, you mentioned special teams. You had the tackle in the opening kickoff.
Yeah, that was actually, I had the opening play on opening tackle on kickoff. They put me to the kick side, so I was very excited because I knew, the kicker was kicking the ball, towards me. So I knew that was a chance that if I was set the edge, then I'd be able to make the play. And that's maybe 2 years ago on kickoff. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Real quickly, I went here earlier. How's your the same heel on the floor?
Yeah, it was the same ankle, just got rolled up a little bit, but I don't think it's nothing serious. I've had ankle rolls plenty of times, but I feel good right now.
Thanks, Jaydon.
Thank you.